on the page to let everybody know that I am live. So this is the first of 2 cases of tins that we'll be breaking on this. I see Kevin and Tracy, or Kevin and Crystal. Just going back over here to that. So I hope everyone had a good holiday. It's good to be back. We'll be even better once we can actually open the shop to have you all come in. So we have, again, break number 276. When we finish this, we'll go right into break 277. I'll take a break and I'll start over. 12 tins. Good evening, Ryan. So I am just going to crack the seal on this. I know we have some new faces. Please don't hesitate to ask questions. You can ask myself or Rick or any one of the fabulous members. Anybody will be pleased to answer any questions you have about the online break format. There's our first 6. And there's our second, and we've got an empty box there. For those that haven't taken part in a break-in since we started with Series 1, you'll notice there's a new setup. We've got some tins that are just over here. If you have a look in the bottom, on mine it's the right-hand side of my screen. You can see the desk beside me. Of course, Rick is not in here because I was actually going to ask how many of you actually filled this to see me throw tins at Rick instead of empty card boxes, because I'm sure these will probably hurt more. I'm just throwing that out there. He's always going on about how I like to throw the empty boxes at him. Hey, Mike. So we've got our first 6 tins here. Because it's retail, we don't have any cereals on them. So we're just going to get to it. You'll find your team list down the side of the feed. Break number across the bottom. Good luck, everyone. I'm just going to, are we over here? Yes, there we are. I'm just going to drop this down some now. So again, this was definitely a different holiday season than what we're used to. So we'll start with the O-Pee-Chee Glossy Pack. Hello, Nick. Good to see you. All right. Good luck, everyone. We have Tyler Benson, Glossy Rookie for the Oilers. And we have a Josh Norris with a bend in it. It's been a while since I've broken for you, so you can see where there's that bend and there's actually a crease in the card. Josh Norris for the Sens. And we have a Jake Evans, glossy rookie for the Canadiens. So here we go with Series 1. We have a Sebastian Aho canvas for the Carolina Hurricanes. I'm just going to bring this up a little bit, just not necessarily the most comfortable angle. There we go. Good to see you, Marty. We have a Vitek Vanacek Young Gun for the Washington Capitals. So my thought was that I would post another one of these for tomorrow and maybe have a New Year's Eve day break. I'm sure we're all extremely excited to see the end of 2020. And just flip through these again because that looked like it was an all base pack. I know that there were a few that were a little bit disappointed that they missed these breaks, so I will post another one tomorrow. We have an Austin Statues portrait for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And we have a Nick Robertson Young Gun for the Maple Leafs. Connor Hellebuyck portrait for Winnipeg. Okay, there we go, there's the focus. Doing a quick fly through, all beef. Wow, we only got 4 cards in that pack, but that other one felt thicker, so. So are we interested in another case of these? It's relatively inexpensive. We have I'm thinking orange, Andrei Svechnikov Dazzler for Carolina. And that is the end of tin 1. there's our empty tin. Just going to move those down a little bit, just for a little bit more room. We have a Nicholas Bodine rookie for Chicago. And we have a Morgan Geekie for the Canes. And we have a Gabe Velarde for the Kings. That is our O-Pee-Chee Glossy pack. We have an Andre Burakovsky canvas for the Avalanche. And a Patrick Kane portrait for Chicago. And a Reed Duke Young Gun for Vegas. We have a Carey Price jersey for Montreal. I sure did have a good Christmas. The snow just kind of put it over the top. This was all base. How was your Christmas, Crystal? Good? Base. And we have a Tyler Seguin Dazzler for the Stars. It was all right. How about everybody else? Everybody else's holidays were good to them, regardless of what you celebrate. We have a Patrick Laine canvas for the Jets. Just trying to get it to focus here because it doesn't seem to. There we go. You can see that there's a black mark on the card there. It's all good. I'm sure everyone's just as happy as we are to see the end of 2020. We have a Jake Oettinger Young Gun for the Stars. Okay, so that's the end of tin 2. Not bad. Hey, Brian. And Stuart, good to see you all. Empty tin. And Mo, good to see you as well. And we have a Nicholas Bodine rookie and a gold Nicholas Bodine rookie, both for the Hawks. And then we have a Morgan Geekie again for the Canes. We have a Philip Broberg Young Gun for the Oilers. Base. And we have a Michael DiPietro Young Gun for the Nucks. So tints haven't been terrible. I think our next release is a Lure. We have a Jason Robertson Portrait Rookie for the Stars. So if you want to let us know if you're interested in doing a break of Allure. Should be a relatively inexpensive break. I know that that's on the horizon. Artifacts should be out pretty soon. Artifacts Golf should be out pretty soon for those that pre-ordered Golf. Yeah, just be careful because remember, even next year is going to tell us that 2021, it bested us all. We have a Nikita Kucherov portrait for the Lightning. If we can ever get out of lockdown, we'll all be so much better. Yeah, that's fantastic, Ryan. We didn't even order any Synergy. So if you're looking for Synergy, we do not have any coming in. We didn't order any. For the Flyers, we have Kirill Ustimenko Young Gun. Synergy last year kind of soured Rick and I on the whole institution of that product. So, yes. I do not have Synergy coming in. We have a Leon Draisaitl canvas for the Oilers. For those that are a little bit newer to the group, Rick and I, we had 6 boxes of Synergy when it released. Nobody even so much as asked to look at it. And then the shop was broken into in February, and that was the only thing that was left on our shelf. We have a Jordan Binnington Dazzler for St. Louis. So as a result, we did not pre-order any Synergy. And Synergy's probably going to be between 120 and 130 a box. Well, welcome, Kevin. I'm glad you were able to join us. Sorry, guys. There we go. You know what? I am honestly not sure if the French variants are in the, if that's a hobby exclusive or not, Brooks. Let me look into that, because I'm honestly not too terribly sure. Rick and I, we've been so focused on the last month about preparing for lockdown that we've seen this coming. I haven't really had a chance to look. Is it just base Young Guns? Thank you, Ryan. We have a Tyler Benson rookie, again with that bend in it. Let's see if I can get the light. There it is. For the Oilers. And Josh Norris with that bend for Ottawa. And Jake Evans with that bend for Montreal. Welcome, Mike. Good to see you. We have a Reed Duke Young Gun for Vegas. And a Sebastian Aho Dazzler for the Canes. Base. We have a Vitaly Vanacek Young Gun for the Caps. If he plays this year, he'll have Zdeno Chara playing in front of him. Was a little bit surprised myself to hear that. We have an Alex Ovechkin Dazzler, also for the Washington Capitals. We have a Nick Robertson Young Gun for the Leafs. Base. We have a Morgan Riley canvas for the Leafs. Okay, focus. Come on. So like I said earlier, I'll post another one of these tomorrow. And we can go ahead and do a New Year's Eve break. Don't forget to get your pre-orders in on Series 2 if that's something you're interested in. I guarantee you that the price on it will go up very quickly after release, much like Series 1 did. Hate seeing that happen to anyone. So we'll keep them open for a little while. However, we're getting close to the end of what we have to pre-order. We have a Gabe Velarde for the Kings. Gold and regular, both with that bend in it. See if I can get it to show that bend. There's the bend. And a Tyler Benson for the Oilers, also with that bend. I know that one's harder to see on the white background. Yeah, I'm going to do 277 as soon as I'm done with 276. We have a Connor McMichael young gun for the Capitals. And an Elias Pettersson Dazzler for Vancouver. Just bear with me, I just want to have a look here. All right, sorry, I just wanted to make sure I actually had 277 all printed out. So it's all printed and it will run. You can see the bend. Once I finish with this one, Brooks, and I get it kind of straightened up and cleaned up and moved off to the side, then we can start 278. We have a Nikita Kucherov portrait for the Lightning. We have a Philip Zadina canvas for the Detroit Red Wings. And a Patrick Kane Dazzler for Chicago. Max Domi portrait for the Canadiens. Kiefer Bellows young gun for the Islanders. And a Patrick Kane canvas for the Hawks. base. And a Josh Bailey canvas for the Islanders. Just need to get a quick drink here. Okay, tin number 6. And then I'm just going to kind of straighten up my base because my older family members were here and they have all since disappeared, so I'm on my own. Empty tin. These glossy rookies are horrible. Jason Robertson for the Stars. They all seem to have this bend in them. And a Liam Foodie for the Jackets. And a Martin Kaut for the Avs. Well, I'm certainly trying, Crystal. You know, it's that time between Christmas and New Year's where you're not sure what day of the week it is. We have a Shane Bowers Young Gun for the Avalanche. That isn't saying much, Ryan. We have a Liam Foodie Young Gun for the Jackets. Sounds like the tin that Meg's got was better than the hobby box that you got for Christmas. Patrick Kane portraits for the Hawks. Base. Wow. Connor Hellebuck Dazzler. Excuse me. For the Jets. A Zach Cassian canvas for the Oil. And a Max Pacioretty portrait for the Knights. Base. and base. Okay, so I am going to take my team list here. I'm just going to move these tins. These are the other 6 tins. And I've got my list for this break, and I'm just going to put the hits over there with the list. You can see on the eye in the sky that they're just kind of going over here. And I am going to just move the base. All right. All right, 6 more tins. All right, so good luck, everyone. Second 6 tins. Empty tin. All right, glossy pack. These ones don't seem to be bent. So Gabe Velarde for the Kings. Jake Evans for the Canadians. And Tyler Benson for the Oilers. Nikita Gusev, canvas for the Devils. Leon Draisaitl Dazzler for the Oil. Matt Zuccarello, portrait for the Wild. We have an Igor Zamula Young Gun canvas for the Flyers. Gustav Lindstrom Young Gun for the Red Wings. Patrick Kane for the Hawks. Portrait. Base. base. Kirill Ustimenko, Young Gun for Philly. An empty tin. And back to the bend in the rookies again with Liam Foodie for the Jackets, Josh Norris for the Sens, and Tyler Benson for the Oil. Cale Makar portraits for the Avs. Ryan O'Reilly Dazzler for the Blues. Bowen Byram Young Gun for the Avs. Max Pacioretty Canvas for the Knights. Base. And a Philip Zadina canvas for the Detroit Red Wings. And a Gustav Lindstrom Young Gun for the Red Wings. Base. Empty tin. All right, Peachy Glossy. And Tyler Benson for the Oilers. These ones do not look like they've got that bend in them. Kiefer Bellows for the Islanders. And Jake Evans for the Canadiens. And that one's got a little bit of a bend on the corner. We have the Young Guns checklist for the Rangers. Kravtsov and Lafreniere. And an Elias Pettersson canvas for the Nucks. Base. And a Braden Shen portrait for the Blues. Connor McMichael Young Gun for the Caps. And a Kevin Hayes game jersey for the Flyers. Base. Not really, just waiting for release dates to kind of tick away so that we can get them. Dustin Brown canvas for the Kings. There's lots of releases on the horizon, but we're not sure when the exact release dates are. We have an Emil Lermy Young Gun for the Penguins. And a Mark Stone Dazzler for the Knights. So 10-10 for break 276. Empty tin. We have a Gabe Vilardi Peachy Glossy for the Kings. Tyler Benson for the Oilers, and Josh Norris for the Sens. And Bowen Byram young gun for the Avalanche. Martin Kaut, portrait rookie for the Avalanche. Base. And a Nick Schmaltz Dazzler for the Yotes. Hey, Dave. And a Jonas Johansson young gun for the Sabres. Hey, Mike. What tin are we on? This is tin 10, Dave. 2 more after this. Jaden Schwartz canvas for St. Louis. Base. Nathan McKinnon portrait for the Avs. Jake Oettinger young gun for Dallas. Number 10. And we have a Nicholas Bodine glossy rookie, Morgan Geekie glossy rookie, and a Gabe Velarde glossy rookie. Not true. We had one. Wasn't anybody big. Base. We have a Matt Duchene Dazzler for the Preds. Good, Ryan. Mel's doing quite well. It's definitely been an adjustment for everyone, but it's been good. We have a Ryan McLeod young gun for the Oilers. these packs. We have a Nathan McKinnon canvas for the Avalanche. Peyton Krebs, Young Gun for Vegas. And a Tuukka Rask portrait for Boston. And Alexander Alexiev, Young Gun for the Caps. Base. We have a Mitch Marner portrait for the Leafs. All right, last 10. I am definitely ready for hockey. Empty tin. Martin Count, Peachy Glossy Rookie. Liam Foodie for the Jackets. And Josh Norris for the Suns. All right. Last 10, everyone. Good luck. Jake Evans, portrait for Montreal. Connor McDavid Dazzler for the Oil. We have a Keith Yandle jersey for the Panthers. Ryan Suter canvas for the Wild. Connor McMichael Young Gun for the Caps. Base. Base, I think that's 3 or 4. Emil Larmy Young Gun for Pittsburgh. All right, last pack, and then I'll take a short break and come back with break 277. We have a Braden Point Young Gun for the Lightning.
Not Young Gun.
Or canvas. My mind's in about 6 different places right this second. All right, so that is the case of tins. I will be back shortly with break 277, which is the second case. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you shortly. Thanks for the fill, everyone, and we'll be back.